Hey everyone. Okay, so today in the video, we're going to be doing some color correcting, and just real quick, I'm going to give a 101 on color correcting, giving you the different colors that cancels other colors, because that is the whole point of color correcting, is knowing how to cancel out things like redness, darkness under the eyes, and yellow undertones, ruddy skin, those kinds of things. So just a real quick color correcting 101. Yellow. Any kind of yellow cancels out purple discoloration. So if you're bruised, I hope not, but if you are on your face, you can use yellow, okay, to correct any kind of purple. Sometimes if the dark circles under the eye are very dark, they can have a purple undertone, so you can use that yellow to cancel out the purple. Now, just like yellow cancels out purple, guess what? Purple also cancels out yellow. So if someone has kind of a yellowish skin tone, or again, they have a bruise that maybe be a yellowish bruise, you can use purple. Think like amethyst, something like that. That would be able to cancel out the yellow. Green concealer, that cancels red. So red, ruddy kind of skin, a red undertone, or if you have rosacea scarring, if you have an angry pimple that's really red, you can use that green concealer to cancel out the redness. The next one is pink. So pinks, they brighten dullness on light skin. So if you are fair skinned and you have that kind of darker circles under the eyes, pink is going to be what you'd want to use. For someone that has more olive or brown skin, you can use, oranges. But if you have even darker circles under the eye and maybe the oranges aren't going to work, try red. So for my friend here, Sandra, she's been so gracious to let me use her face. She has dark circles under the eye, and we kind of went through some elimination processes, and the orange terracotta is what she was using, just wasn't quite cutting it for brightening up underneath her eye. So I told her to try cherry, and it really worked for her and she loved it. So I'm going to use cherry on her and do a color correcting on her skin, and I'm going to demonstrate that now. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take cherry, and I am using a Sigma flat angled kabuki brush. And I'm going to go right underneath her eyes. Now, when you are color correcting, I get this question all the time. They always ask me, when do I put the concealer on? You know, after the foundation, before the tinted moisturizer, when do I use it? You always want to do any kind of color correcting before your foundation, okay? Always before. The whole point is to really make sure that this color is hitting where you want to color correct. If you put it on top of your foundation, one, she's gonna look red. It's gonna be kind of weird. And two, it's gonna have to fight through the foundation to color correct. So you want it to hit directly on where you want to color correct. And I'm coming far enough down to make sure that it's blended out. We did do a before picture, so you'll be able to see the before and after of this makeup. Now, the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take medium tinted moisturizer, and I'm actually going to mix it with light concealer. The reason I like to do this is because tinted moisturizer has green concealer in it. She does have a bit of scarring on her chin, and the green concealer that's in it is going to help lighten that. And then with the light concealer added to it, it's just going to give a little more coverage. So now I'm using, it is a flat kabuki brush. Now, when you're talking in terms of coverage, the brush is really important when you're color correcting and wanting to have that more fuller coverage. A more dense brush, dense meaning it's thicker, it's not as fluffy. Okay, that is what's going to give that nice coverage. You can hear Piper. Most people that follow me know about Piper, so.
Only because my kid's involved.
Oh no, you're fine. Everyone knows we're moms too, so if you don't like it, don't watch. Just kidding. Kind of. The other thing when you're working with color correcting, I am doing what is called stippling. Stippling is more of a layering technique, and with cream to powder products, stippling is going to give you that layering rather than wiping the color away. If it's not dried completely, what that's going to do is it's just going to wipe it away. So by layering, you're just layering the color, giving a fuller coverage. Wiping is going to take what's underneath it if it's not completely dry. And I don't know if everybody has the dry time, 3 to 5 minutes per application to be able to really let this product dry. Okay, I'm going to let that set just for a minute. Just cleaning my brush. Make sure too that when you are doing this color correcting that you are cleaning the brush so you're not mixing color. Especially if you're doing the layering, you don't want to mix the colors together. Okay, so she still looks pink, right? Do not fret yet. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to do tan foundation. Again, doing the same kind of technique, that stippling technique. See how it's already starting to lighten up? Okay, now while that sets, I'm going to get my angled kabuki. I'm going to wash it clean it from the cherry quickly. You doing okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Now I'm just going to get right underneath. My cat's coming to say hello. She always has to make an appearance. She wants to be famous. So I'm just adding a little bit more of the tan right underneath her eye, but I wanted to do it with an angled brush. Looking good. It's always harder when someone else does your eye makeup. You're like, don't poke me, don't poke me.
Well, no, I want to make sure that they can see. I'm like, oh my God.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, look up. You're good. Kyle would tell us. He'd be like, Okay. Look at me real quick. Okay. Look up. So this part is just making sure it's perfect because that's who I am. And I will sit here and make sure that it looks perfect until I'm satisfied. So we might be here all day. Oh my gosh. So the last thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take Candlelight. Candlelight has a yellow undertone, so it's really great for canceling out the kind of darkness as well. Remember, yellow kind of cancels out purple and discoloration. Well, in dark circles, it kind of does the same thing with that purple brownish kind of darkness. So having the Candlelight with that yellow undertone really helps brighten. And I like to do it just on top of everything. It's the final product. Go ahead and close your eye. I'm just going to go on her lid now. And the reason I didn't put cherry on her lid is because her lid is not as dark as what was underneath her eye. So I just knew the Candlelight would be enough. Okay, look up. Right. Okay, open. Look up one more time. And there you have it. She's all nice and bright. And I will post the before and after picture after the video. So I hope this helps. Thanks, guys.